All right, massive news in the world of mixed martial arts. That is correct. Alex Pereira, one of the greatest fighters that the sport has ever seen, a two-weight division champion, and of course, the light heavyweight champion of the world. He has vacated the light heavyweight title. That is correct, because Dana White just announced UFC 327 is going down, and in the main event, it will be none other than one of my favourite fighters, Jiří Procházka, the Czech Republic samurai, going up against, of course, the number 3 ranked Carlos Ulberg, okay? That is huge news, okay? Because yes, listen, that fight's amazing. I'm very, very happy that Jiří Procházka gets another shot at becoming the champion, because he is a true original in this sport. He is a man that deserves it. He fights tooth and nail. Yes, he makes mistakes. He might not be the most technical, but my God, is this man a fighter? And he truly deserves this. But of course, he would have loved it if he got a shot to go up against Alex Pereira once again. Remember when he saw Alex Pereira destroy Magomed Ankalaev in that rematch? He was standing there, octagon side, just overcome with emotion, just crying, just like, oh my God, he's amazing, he's incredible. He respected it so much and he wanted to fight him. But of course he's not. He's not, because Alex Pereira has moved on, quite literally, to bigger and better things. And when I say bigger and better, we're talking about the heavyweight division. Now, Dana White came out recently and said, look, listen, Alex Pereira has been a guy that we can rely on, we can depend on, and he can do whatever he wants to do. If he wants to go up to heavyweight, then so be it.
Whatever that guy wants to do, we would work with him.
And that's what he's done. He has moved on. He has vacated the belt. And first and foremost, before we go any further, I kind of get it. He is 38 years old, and he's done it, right? He was a kickboxing champion. He was the middleweight champion. He's the light heavyweight champion. And when you look at the people that he beat and the style in which he beat them, okay, he's got nothing else to do. Yes, okay, like Jon Jones, he could have stayed around for a long time and took out all the contenders, and he's done that pretty much, barring Carlos Ulberg, right, who is on an 8-fight win streak, that does deserve a shot at Alex Pereira, and stylistically, that would have been a tremendous fight. Ulberg's very tall, he's long, he's quick, he's fresh, he hasn't got overly too many miles on the clock, and he's a fantastic kickboxer. But he does not have the power that Alex Pereira has. That's the only difference there, but it would have been a good fight. But for Pereira, beating Magomed Ankalaev, beating Jiří Procházka twice, Khalil Roundtree Jr., knocking out Jamal Hill, I mean, the list goes on. He beat multiple former champions, Jan Blachowicz, there's another one. He's almost 38 years old. He wants fresh titles, and he wants the opportunity at becoming the first and only 3-weight division champion, okay? Who's he going to be? Who's he going to fight? Is it going to be Tom Aspinall? That's a big no, because sadly Tom is still recovering from the eye pokes from Ciryl Gane, okay? Still recovering from the procedures that he's went through, and there's no talk of any fight happening anytime soon. So is it going to be Alex Pereira versus Ciryl Gane for the interim title? I don't know. Is it going to be Alex Pereira versus Jon Jones at the White House? Again, I don't know. Jon Jones says that he's retired, says that his hips are riddled in arthritis.
I have severe arthritis, and most people don't know that.
Mate, join the club. We all are at this age. Well, today's my birthday. I'm 47 years old. I'm a little bit older than John. But, you know, a lifetime inside the octagon, that will do that to you, okay? But I still think Jon Jones can fight, and you never know. There is a possibility that it will be Jon Jones, Alex Pereira versus Jon Jones. That is the type of fight that gets Jon Jones excited. I was having this debate yesterday. I was sitting in an Irish pub here in Mexico City. That's right, everywhere you go, there's always an Irish pub, right? I was having this conversation. I said, yeah, but he should have fought Tom Aspinall. And they were like, no, but that means nothing. There's always going to be another contender. And I kind of get their point. And him versus Alex Pereira, my God, what a fight that would be. And again, I'll say it, I said it before, I favour Jon Jones in that fight. If Jon Jones takes him down, it's a wrap. But if he can't take him down, then guess what? Alex Pereira might knock out the greatest of all time and go on to become the first ever 3-weight division champion. And then that's it. The conversation's over. He would be the greatest mixed martial artist that ever lived. Okay. But going back to UFC 327, let me bring up that fight card. It is Jiří Procházka, who I absolutely love. Last time out against Khalil Roundtree Jr. I mean, what a fight. It started off, the guy was he couldn't land the shots. He was being a little bit crazy. It was like a video game if you were button mashing. He was all over the place. But the stoppage came in the 3rd round, and what a violent knockout that was. And Khalil Roundtree is not an easy man to do that to. Against Jamal Hill, same thing. Knocked him out cold. And the only person to beat him in the UFC is, of course, Alex Pereira, who beat him twice. So he's going to go up against Carlos Ulberg. Ulberg, as we know, is on an 8-fight winning streak. I don't think the Samurai Code from JIRI is going to allow him to shoot a double leg takedown. That's not how he fights. He doesn't want that fight. Carlos doesn't want that fight. He wants to go out there and look for the knockout, just like he did in Perth, Australia, against the former challenger, against Jon Jones. That pushed Jon Jones to the limit, by the way. And a lot of people thought that he beat Jon Jones. I am, of course, talking about Dominic Reyes. And he's beaten Dominic Reyes. He's beaten Jan Blachowicz. He's beaten Volkan Oezdemir. Alonzo Menefield, by the way, did that in 12 seconds. So violence guaranteed in the main event, going down in Miami for the vacant belt. But let me know, who do you think Pereira is going to go up against? But that's not all. Co-main event, Joshua Van taking on Tatsuro Taira. That's a really good fight. I love the boxing and the general vibe of Joshua Van. But Tatsuro Taira, this man is phenomenal. And last time out, got a second round stoppage over the former champion, Brandon Moreno. That will be in action in a few hours. And my call time's in about 10 minutes, so I better hurry up with this video. He's taking on Loney Kavanagh. Massive opportunity for Loney to get back in the winning column and to get a win over a legend like Brandon Moreno. But other great fights that are on the UFC 327 card. Let's have a look. Beneil Dariush taking on Manuel Torres. Mateusz Gamrot coming back in action. Remember last time out against Charles Oliveira, couldn't get the job done, got choked out in the second round. He takes on Esteban Ribovic. That is guaranteed to be a phenomenal fight. Ribovic, love watching that guy fight. Curtis Blades, the wrestler with big power, taking on one of the most controversial, but I'll say it, one of the most fun guys in the heavyweight division. Oh, sorry, knocking the computer in, Josh Holkett. Remember, Josh Holkett was just in action at UFC 324 when he knocked out Denzel Freeman in the very, very first round. And then he gets on the microphone and says a lot of crazy shit, right? He's kind of like Sean Strickland in that regard, right? Likes to talk a lot of shit, likes to upset some people, ruffle a few feathers, but he's getting big opportunities. He's on 324, now he's on 326. And if he beats Curtis Blades, and there's a good chance of that because Josh Holkett is looking absolutely phenomenal, then hey, the sky's the limit for that guy. What else we got? Kevin Holland taking on Randy Brown, Pajitio Pitbull taking on Aaron Pico, Dominic Reyes taking on Johnny Walker. That'll be a sick fight as well. And Cub Swanson taking on Nate Landwehr, right? So what do you think? Alex Pereira's vacated the belt. What do you think about that? Should he have stuck around? Should he have taken on Carlos Ulberg? I kind of get it if you say that he should have done. But by the way, this is a guy that's pushing 40. He's 38. He's in the twilight of his career. He's done it all. He's made money. He's been a two-weight division champion. The man's a cultural icon all over the world, and certainly in Brazil. The man used to work in a goddamn tire shop, and look at what he has done for himself. It's unbelievable. And I love the fact that Dana was like, if he wants to go up to heavyweight, then so be it, right? I don't know when the fight's going to get announced. I don't know who he's taking on. It's Ciryl Gane or it's Jon Jones. It's one of those two, right? It isn't Tom Aspinall. That's a fact. Is it Ciryl Gane? Is it Jones? There's no one else in the heavyweight division right now that would kind of garner the attention or the magnitude of an event that would involve Alex Pereira, okay? This is going to be a massive matchup. Will it be at the White House? I don't know, but I'm going to say that's my bet. Jon Jones, Alex Pereira at the White House. That's just my guess. I know nothing about it. They don't tell me anything because I do a YouTube channel and I've got a big mouth. But you let me know what you think. Who do you think that Alex Pereira will be fighting? Who wins between JIRI and Carlos Ulberg? And what do you make of him vacating the belt and moving up to heavyweight? Right, there's going to be an instant reaction video coming up of UFC Mexico City. I'll do a little blog. I'm walking around. I'll tell you about the fights. I'll give you my impressions. I can't make predictions because I'm commentating the fights with Laura Sanko, Brendan Fitzgerald, UFC Mexico City going down in just a minute. Call time is in 9 minutes. I gotta go. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and ring the bell. Ha! See you soon. Alex Pereira. What a guy.